Okay, what's up guys? We are going to make matcha bread. I've never done this before and I just want to try it because I have a lot of extra matcha that I just don't use. So I'm gonna use my normal bread recipe and then see if it works. And there's also extra protein in this matcha, so maybe if anything it'll be a good protein treat. We have the Indian Wells tournament on. It's spring forward. We're having a great day. The sun is shining. So this is gonna be a fun little experiment. And yeah, so let's get my ingredients and then we'll go. So to make this, usually I do like a combo of bread flour and whole wheat flour. I think I'm gonna do mostly bread flour. This is the matcha I'm going to use. It's from Vital Proteins. And yeah, so it has like 9 grams of protein in it per serving. We need a scale and we just tar it out and then we add our flour. So we usually do, oh gosh, I'm kind of low on flour. So we usually do 390 grams of flour. We're at 40. Oh. It says to tar. Oh, I don't know. 45. Okay, I have about a little, like 260. I'm gonna add a little bit of the matcha. I'm just gonna use like this big scoop. I really don't know how much I should use. Maybe I'll just do a big scoop. I probably should have used the scoop that's in here, but for some reason it's not in here. So I feel like that's enough. I'm thinking that if we have whole wheat flour in it, it'll actually make it kind of nutty flavored and make it like pair well with the sweetness of the matcha. I don't really know what I'm talking about, so that's fine. Okay. We're gonna go a little bit more, a little matcha on top just for this might be a really strong matcha. I probably could have used less, but I want this to actually taste like matcha. I don't want to do it and have it not taste like anything. So we have that. We add a really heaping teaspoon of salt. I use the Himalayan pink salt. Any like higher quality salt the better. Put that in, and then you also need maybe like a scoop. I think you use a teaspoon of this, but I forget. Okay, so probably 2. Heaping 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. You have to make sure it's instant yeast or it's just gonna take way longer. While I forgot, usually when I'm mixing the dry ingredients I have the water heating up, but you need a 1.5 cups of water that at 120 degrees. So it heats up pretty quickly. Obviously it's not that a ton of water, so you have to pay attention, and you don't want it to be too warm or it's gonna kill the yeast and then your bread's not gonna rise and then everything fails. So this heats up probably in about like just a couple minutes. I just want to watch it and make sure it's okay. You definitely want a thermometer that works well if you want it to have an accurate reading. So definitely. Oh wow, all right. It's really warm already, so I'm gonna just pull it off for a second and watch it and see if it cools down, because I know it's at 135, 138. That's amazing how fast it warms up. We have an induction stove, so everything heats up really, really quickly. I think if you have just electric or gas, I don't really know. It's probably a little bit slower, maybe? Okay, so I've definitely killed these before and then my bread hasn't risen. When I lived in Florida, I would use this recipe and try to, you know, make bread. But in Florida, I don't know if it's just the heavy moisture in the air, but everything baking, like my cookies, bread, anything like that, even if you go to a bakery, it's not even like I'm the one baking it. I think it was just the humidity was so high that things were just not as good. Like it was quite difficult to bake things. So very interesting. It's definitely easier up here. Wow, I do not know why this it's taking forever to cool down. I think we're safe. I'm gonna dump this in to our little mix here. So that's good. And then I'm gonna take, usually I use a wooden spoon, this is fine. I'm just gonna use this rubber spatula and kind of mix it all together. Ooh, this could be really good or really bad. I don't know if I should add anything else. Like I don't want to add cinnamon or something. I think you can add that at your own discretion once the bread is actually cooked. So, wow. Making my nails look really, really red while I'm doing this. Got it pretty combined, so I'm just gonna scrape the edges real quick. I really don't know how this is gonna turn out. I don't know. Does it sound that good to me? Honestly, not even really. Like, I don't even think this is gonna be that good, but I'm just like, I have all this matcha. I kind of want to try to make something new, so why not? We're gonna pop a lid on this, and then, whoop. I'm gonna grab a towel, kind of cover it up, let the yeast develop, put it in a corner, let it sit for a while, and then we'll come back later to see how it turned out. Like I said, I really don't know. Is it gonna be good? It's probably gonna be very mid, but I think it's gonna look pretty, and I think it's gonna be interesting, and who knows, I could surprise me and actually turn out to be good. But we let that rise for an hour, and then we'll come back and see how it's doing. Maybe hopefully it rises. That's step one, to see if we can actually even cook it, but we'll see. My other project for the day is to reorganize this cabinet. Someone reorganized it and just like doesn't really make sense. Like there's on the bottom, there's dog food, and then the baking powder is there. Like that doesn't really make sense. And then it's straightened, but it just is not what we're used to. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to make sense of it. And yeah, I don't really know where to start. I think I'm just gonna pull everything out and then try to make it make sense. Like obviously dog food is probably gonna stay there, but other things like the baking stuff, like there's sprinkles here, there's powder there, cocoa powder there, there's other thing there. Like baking needs to go all the way up above this cabinet actually, and then I don't know. I think maybe I can even probably get rid of a few things. It's probably expired, so like why is the cornstarch on this? Why would it be down there? I do not know. The pancake mix does not need to be in the bottom of this thing. When I'm organizing stuff, I really like to have more infrastructure in the closet or pantry that you're organizing. So I think the baskets are great. I think this one definitely has too much stuff in it and it needs to be revisited because it just is overflowing and nothing, I don't know, it's just like a lot of old nuts that are probably stale. So I pulled most stuff out and I'm just, I don't know if it makes sense, but like, so I have the tuna cans down here I put there because those are for the dogs on their food, so it's kind of close to the dog food. Chicken broth, rice is a little bit lower, and then the cans of beans, and I'm gonna do other cans because it's just like obviously pantry stock items like this. I don't even know when this is good. Oh, this is old. I'm gonna get rid of that. It's been an hour. We're gonna take a break from my pantry project because I got distracted, and it looks like it rose pretty well. That looks pretty good. So I set the oven to 450 degrees, and now I'm going to prep my surface area. And this is pretty messy, so it's really sticky, so I don't know. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but oh, look how green it is. Okay. Definitely my least favorite part. I don't like folding it. I'm really not good at it either. Ugh. Oh, a trick actually is to wet your hands before you do it. I forgot to do that, so I'm gonna just that helps a ton to keep it not from sticking. So really just stretch. The key is to get it working the gluten and the yeast in to the gluten and stretching it out and then folding it. Before you put it back in your bowl, you just get some parchment paper. You can rinse the bowl out or just leave it. I'm kind of lazy and leave it. And then you have your nice little ball of bread. Back on. Cover it back up. It's gonna sit in here for another 10 minutes before we put it in the oven. Okay, the oven's preheated, so you want a nice Dutch oven to put your bread in, so you can just unwrap it. Take the parchment paper, stick it right in your cast iron or Dutch oven, whatever you have, and pop it right in the oven. We'll turn on the timer for 30 minutes and then see how it turns out. Back in 30 minutes, we'll take the parchment paper out and then we'll put it back in the Dutch oven without the paper for another 10, and then it should be crispy and ready. Okay, I'm gonna pull the bread out of the paper. It smells like matcha, so that's good. Stick that back in there and cover it back up. And then add 10 minutes and see where we are. I don't know. I think this is gonna, I don't know. It smells like matcha, but like not maybe in my favorite way. Like not in a good way. I don't know. 10 more minutes and then the big reveal. Alright, moment of truth. I'm about to pull it out of the oven. I'm my coat on because I'm about to take a walk, but let's see how this turned out. Okay. Ooh, it's a little bit ugly, but I think it's gonna taste okay. Here's the bread. See, it's green. It's definitely not super dark green. I think I might put it in for a couple more minutes because I would kind of want it a little bit crispier. Maybe I'll do it with the lid off. I pulled it back out because it's just time to try it. It's pretty crispy now, so I think we're okay. Got our cutting board, matcha bread. Look at that. Salt on the top because I usually use unsalted butter, so I just have this little salt chamber and I scoop out a little bit, sprinkle it on there. Okay, moment of truth. Ah! I know, we're going. Hadley really wants to go for a walk. Okay, moment of truth. Matcha bread looks pretty green. Interesting. It definitely tastes like this weird matcha, but it's not sweet. So I think, you know, typically people enjoy matcha a little bit sweeter unless you're like a pretty avid matcha drinker. So I'm going to add a little bit of honey. This honey's kind of crystallizing, which is frustrating, but because it's obviously a lot left, but a little honey on here. Well, if you can see the tennis in the background. I don't know. I feel like it just tastes like normal bread and then it has this weird matcha flavor. Do I hate it? No. Did the honey make it better? Yes. Again, probably not. Did I have fun doing it and it's fun that I have green bread? Yeah. That's so interesting. I didn't know what I expected it to taste like. I don't know if I should have made it a sweeter bread. Like I bet you if you would have done it like banana bread style, it probably would have been really good. Or more of a, you know, a sweet loaf rather than a yeast style bread. However, I'm not mad about it. I think it was good, but I don't think I would do it again. Now I'm gonna go take these dogs for a walk and try to enjoy the most of this day with a bunch of the sunlight. I ended up making brownies later in the day because the matcha bread was just so underwhelming. I think it was fine. It was about what I expected, so it wasn't that surprising, but I needed to redeem myself, so I'll show what the brownies look like. I redeemed myself from the last time I tried to make brownies. They're definitely better this time, but even though we lost an hour and it should only be like 7:30 right now and it's actually 8:30 now, I'm pretty tired. Also, these flowers my mom got me last week and they're so pretty and they're still so stunning and they smell so good. I just love the pink. I need to probably give them water. They're doing so well. I can't believe it. They're just so gorgeous. A successful day of kind of resetting and cleaning some stuff up, and I'm ready for the week. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. I'll see you guys next time. I'm getting ready to go to Switzerland, so I will be packing this week and getting myself organized. And then a week from today, I'll be on my way over the pond. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.